Good morning, Ibiza. What can you get in Ibiza for 50 euros? This is going to be an interesting one. My friend Danielle has set me a couple of challenges this summer, and one of them is to spend 50 euros in Ibiza in roughly around 24 hours. It's not going to be exactly 24 hours. I'm going to jump on the bus and we're going to make our way to Ibiza Town. In that time, I have to enjoy a nice cocktail, get some food on the way, get inside a club, go and watch the sunset, and do it all with 50 euros. As you know, Ibiza is renowned for being that bit more expensive these days. Can I do it? I don't know. I'm going to make my way to the bus now, get the bus into Ibiza Town, go and find somewhere for a nice cold mojito. Then we're going to get some lunch. Then we'll make our way into San Antonio, where I may go to one of the venues. I don't know whether that be O Beach or Ibiza Rocks, whether or not I can get in free on the guest list. I know that I live here. It is quite easy for me to do, but I'm going to do it on the point of a tourist's perspective. So let's go and see how much the bus is. I'm just waiting for the bus now. It says on Google it's going to take about 30 minutes. Even though I live on the island, I have never had to get the bus to Ibiza Town. So I have exactly 20 minutes before the bus comes. I've taken 50 euros out of the bank machine, so that's all I have to spend. So the vlog will probably finish around 1 AM. There is a festival tonight in San Antonio as well, and that's a free event, so that's quite useful. I imagine the bus is going to be around 3 euros to get to Ibiza Town. 3 euros max. I personally prefer to get a taxi everywhere I go, not because I have money, I just like getting somewhere fast. So this is a new experience for me. I'm currently waiting for the bus. Behind me is what is the new club, if you don't know already. The old Privilege Ibiza is now going to be rebranded as Universe, and it's going to be a super mega hydra club. It's going to be mind-blowing. It's going to run concerts. It's going to be finished by January, and then the club will be open in 2025. So all we have to do is wait. So the bus has arrived. This guy here, this is quite cool for me because Craig David was the first person that I had ever interviewed, and I honestly believe I wouldn't be making these YouTube videos if it wasn't for the advice that Craig David gave to me. He really gave me a lot of advice, help, told me to believe in myself. So it's quite ironic that I'm in this position now, and the bus rolls up, and that's a really nice reminder. Keep doing what you're doing and believe in yourself. So we're on the bus. There was a bit of a drama just happened. An old woman, I would imagine she's in her 70s, she hit the deck and nobody was around, so I run into the airport. I had to get the police, and there was a bit, not so much urgency, but I'm looking now. I've left her with the police in the Guardia, and it looks like it might have been her husband, but even though she's an older woman, I think she was actually really drunk because she's getting vomiting now. She crossed the road and I thought the weight of her bag took her, but she hit the deck and a man picked her up. I didn't know that it was her husband, so maybe I've got them into trouble by getting the police, but yeah, I thought maybe it was a bit more serious. But we're moving now and we are on our way to the airport. The airport bus is very quiet. I'm going to check the price because I had to pay on my card because I had 50 euros. And it was a bit of a panic, so I didn't actually see what he charged me, but I think it was in the region of about 350. But I'll take that off the amount of money that I'm going to spend. And we're in Ibiza Centre. Bus took about 15 minutes. That was really convenient, and you can see it's behind me here next to the ferries that go to Formentera. We're going to go and get a quick coffee, a cheap coffee, because we are under budget now. We spent €3.60 on the bus. As I did mention, I had to pay on my card. I have 50 euros still, but I'm going to take that off the budget. We're going to go into Dalt Vila because that's more likely where we're going to get affordable places to eat. Over in Marina Botafoch is where the high-end clients go, and you won't get much for 50 euros there. After that, I will challenge myself to get the next bus to San Antonio. I didn't see an option to buy an all-day ticket, to be honest, in Ibiza. There probably is an option to buy one, but not like other cities. It's not so accessible, you don't really see it on the street. So, oh, look at these, some big players in town already. And yeah, let's go and have a walk. I hope you enjoy this type of content, and set me a challenge if you're reading in the comments, and I'll go and try and do it. Try and do it with a bit more money. Had a coffee there in Hostal Parque. It is here in Placa de Parque, which is really thriving at night time. It's 1 p.m. now and it is humid as like 70% humidity. One thing and problem I'm having with this video is the audacity of ordering and not being able to leave a tip. So I've just had to clear all my change off the little plate there. We're just passing Teatro, one of the oldest venues in Ibiza. Hundreds of years old and incredible, but we're not going to go in there with 50 euros. I actually made a video there a couple of months ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it. I didn't get the access to make a full YouTube video because it's a cool venue that they don't want to show. Well, that's what they told me at the time, but I'll just show you it from the outset. One second. And you can see it is a truly stunning, beautiful venue. It's like a concert theatre, and they do really incredible shows. Higher end budget, incredible show, like something on Broadway. It was phenomenal, definitely recommended. But again, never ever going to get in there for less than a couple of €100. Challenges was to do something cultural, so let's go up to Dalt Vila and have a little look around. Maybe we go into a little chapel or something that's free. One thing I will say, man, Ibiza is truly a really beautiful island when you actually go and explore it. Obviously we're in Ibiza Town, and if you know me, you'll know that I like the countryside. Do we go up there? I don't know. We're gonna go over and have a look at the viewpoint. I am borderline dehydrated, but I'm not going to stop in a little cafe and get a bottle of water because that would be stupid. We'll probably spend about €3 on a bottle of water when you can get a bottle of water in Ibiza for as cheap as 30 cents in the supermarket. So when we go down, we'll go there. But first, let's do something cultural. So Danielle, if you're watching, is this cultural enough for you? Because I am out of puff. Whew, I'm gonna touch a cannon just to say I've done something cultural. But what I do always find interesting here, look at the yachts. So you've got like further out, it's where all the rich is, and down here below is like more the pronounced like sort of poor area of Dalt Vila. But yeah, it's stunning up here, like look at this. And then out here is obviously the not so affordable areas. That's where you've got like Leo here, Pasha, you've got Rotto, Cappuccino, Grand Hotel, a casino, Chinois, all these places that are a little bit more sort of extravagant. And you can see in the distance is the Virgin cruise ship. We're going to go over there now. So the cruise ships, my friend, who you will meet in the video shortly because we're going to go to his restaurant for a cocktail, he does €5 mojitos. Whether I do that first or next, because I would like to get some food, time will tell. But yeah, he was telling me the other day that Ibiza is busy only when the cruise ships come. Ibiza Town, I mean. But he said if it wasn't for the cruise ships, it could be a very different summer. So you seen behind me the cruise ship? This isn't a challenge, this is a punishment. Send an Irishman out to 30 degrees heat, humidity sky high. I'm getting back down and I'm hiding in the shade. This is a day for the pub. Now you're probably watching this video and thinking, look, Ibiza Town looks super quiet. It's not. I was here last night and it was thriving. However, it's 1 PM and nobody in the right mind would do themselves a challenge. Everybody's at the beach or inside. And I just seen this and I thought to myself, at what point in life do you own something like that? Now, whoever owns that, I'm happy for them. But I'm Irish, so we begrudge that. We're not really happy for them now, but imagine, at what point in life do you just go, do you fancy buying a yacht? Anyway, let's get back to the video. There's some belters here, by the way, look at these. I'd be happy with any one of these. But we're a few videos away from that, that's for sure. I've decided we're going to go for a cocktail before we're going to get the food, because I'm going to see my old buddy Chris. Like I mentioned before, I know last week Chris was doing €5 mojitos, so we shall have a mojito in the sun. Chris is located right here next to this chapel.
One chance.
Can I have one of your finest mojitos?
By the sexiest barman.
So look, I've set myself a challenge.
Passion from the what?
I've got €50 to spend in Ibiza in one day. I've already spent the bus.
With that?
No, I have to have a mojito. I have to have a cocktail. And how much is your mojitos? Is it still
€5?
€5? May I have one, please?
A cocktail mojito.
There we have it, a beautiful cocktail at Cocos for €5. I think that's quite a good deal. It was freshly made in front of me, and yeah, if you're in Ibiza Town, go and check it out. Next up, I'm going to go and get a bite to eat. I have no idea where I'm going to go, but I'm going to have to look for something, a menu del dia. Usually that means a 3-course meal for around 10 or 15 euros, but as the price goes up, I don't know. So this is where initially I wanted to go. Of course it's closed because it's Saturday. Why is that closed at this time? So now I don't know where to go for food. We did it. I found a 3-course meal for €15. Water, bread, a starter which was not a starter, it was a full plate of paella, mixed paella with that, and chicken and chips. The chicken was unreal. It's called Can Costa, and it was just a little place, you wouldn't even know it was there, and it was one in, one out. Actually a French couple were in there and they were like nowhere to sit, so I said sit with me. Unfortunately my French is bonjour madame, je m'appelle Dwayne, and that's all I could really say. So I didn't get chatting to them, and I don't think they realised what I was doing. And it came with a dessert. I didn't eat the dessert because it's so humid and hot that I'm full. And now we're going to make our way to San Antonio. So what's that? We had €180 for the coffee, €3.60 for the bus, €5 for a cocktail, and what else did I have? Obviously €15 for food. It's about €25. I was really bad at maths in school, so now I want to get a bottle of water. Some are cheap. Get one for about less than €1, a good sized bottle of water. Bus to San Antonio should be about $2.50 max, and then we're there. And then we'll try and get into Ibiza Rocks. Like I said, it needs to be on the guest list because I can't just walk in. However, I do have a lot of friends on the lineup, so I probably will end up backstage if I do get in, but the priority is to get in on guest list. Making my way to the bus stop. Unfortunately in Ibiza they moved the bus stop that many times, I don't know where I'm going. You can see the one behind me could be the bus stop. but that one's going to San Rafael, and we're not going to San Rafael, we're going to San Antonio. Now the bus stop used to be here, and I can see that there's no bus stop, so it must be back there. But it always baffles me how many people come to Ibiza and don't even know about Ibiza Town. It's frightening. Like, this is pretty much a fully functional city. You've got all the big brands, all the big stores here as well, and obviously it's all year round. So yeah, that's one that's I haven't even touched on showing you this place because it's not so busy today, and maybe that's my bus. We'll soon find out. So change of plan, we're running to the bus station. Seen a big picture of Ben Hensley on the side of a bus. That's my old buddy, and that would indicate, I guess, that's the San Antonio bus. Hello Ben, I know you watch my videos. Back in San Antonio, for reference, the bus cost €2.10, so quite easy to get around Ibiza. €2.10, and it took approximately, I would say, 23 minutes, give or take. It did stop in a few different places. But yeah, that's expected. Can't go wrong with that. So we're going to make our way in, and the bus station is right next to the Egg, which is located in the center of San Antonio. And as I mentioned before, there is a festival happening tonight. It is La Movida, one of my favorite festivals of the summer. Euro 90s dance, sort of good vibe. And the Egg is just down here. So now we're back in San Antonio. The goal is to get to a club. Unfortunately, none of the venues, especially in August, hand out guest lists willy-nilly, so I can't get into O Beach, nor can I get into Ibiza Rocks. But here's a tip, and I'm going to give you a tip. I shouldn't probably be saying this, but one of the reasons why I always say not to buy tickets online and to buy them direct from myself, R06 West, you can sometimes get a really big discount on various events, because some of the venues have, the ticket outlets, they generally have cheaper tickets. So I'm going to go up and speak to the boys. It is getting on a bit, so they might have a spare couple of cheaper tickets where maybe I can get them for 10, 15 euros, 20 euros, because the price of a Love Juice ticket is 30 euros. I have about 25 to spend, and sorry, there's a guy just shouting here. Cheers, thanks mate. Anyway, so we're going to go up and see if we can get a cheaper ticket. Then we'll go to Ibiza Rocks. I'll probably know some people in there. Then we're going to try and get a beer and watch the sunset. Let's go and see if we can get it done. You can see here you have all the prices. So we're on Saturday. Obviously Amnesia is 90 for high. Still not within my budget, and not within my budget. O Beach is reasonable, but €5 more. Right, so Jake's gonna hopefully do me a deal. Right, see, I'm doing this challenge, yeah. So I've 50 quid to spend. I need to go to Love Juice. Is there any deals?
You're running a bit late, mate. It's still 30.
30? 30. No, well, there's 2 hours left.
Because it's you, I'll do it for half price.
Well, no, but honestly, do you have discount?
I've got some cheaper ones. I've got a few cheaper ones I can do. So I'll do, there's only a few hours left, I'll do it for 15.
Perfect. 1 second. So, as I mentioned, there is cheaper tickets available sometimes. Not always, but it is always worth coming to a ticket outlet and buying your tickets. And there we are, we have Love Juice, and who's winning? City. So you now know the time, it's actually 94 minutes in the City game. I'm going to get a quick beer, make my way to Ibiza Rocks. So the next goal is to get a bottle of water. I just met some subscribers on the way into the supermarket. I don't know if they're waiting outside. Got the bottle of water. We're on about That was $12.50, wasn't it? We're left with. The bottle of water was what, 50 something cent. So we've got about €12 to spend. Sorry, I was put on edge there because when we got to the supermarket, a couple of people started shouting, and then on the way out, the people that are working at the supermarket, they obviously know me, but they don't know what I do. So they were like, getting me to write down the YouTube channel. So free promotion. That place behind me is really cheap as well. Arenas. It's great for coffee and food. I think you can get a salad in there for €6. We're not going to go in today. I go in there a lot. But yeah, stay hydrated. It is August, so I'm going to drink all this because I'm probably not going to be able to buy a drink in Ibiza Rocks just because we are not within budget. We'll do an hour in there. If a subscriber buys me a drink, fair play. Then we'll make our way down to the Sunset, and obviously we can go to the supermarket, grab a couple of beers. Hopefully I find some friends, because at the minute it's all very fast paced and I'm on my own. But for sure I'll know most of the people in Ibiza Rocks because it is Love Juice, and as I mentioned before, some of my friends are on the lineup. I hopefully haven't missed their sets. One of the guys has just texted me it's going to be 20 minutes, which allows me to come and get a beer in Thomas's. Tony, can I have a quick one?
Yes.
This is the man.
Hi.
Can I
Are you
have
right?
a quick San Miguel?
One quick San Miguel? Okay.
So to get a quick San Miguel in here, how much is San Miguel? It's
€2, please.
€2?
Yes.
So €2. So if you are watching this video and you want a beer, pop into Tony here in Thomas's Sports Cafe. The football's just been on. Still a few people about. And then we'll make our way to Ibiza Rocks. This is my first beer. This is probably the most money I've spent all summer. So that was Tony and Thomas's. Thomas's is Spanish for River Thames in London. Tony runs a great little bar. I've been going there for 14 years. And I just wanted to show that you can get a half a beer for €2. Most places kind of do those prices, believe it or not. So if you do happen to go in, mention you've seen the video so he knows it, and you can get a San Miguel for €2. I think it was a San Miguel, or it may have been a Mao. We're now approaching Ibiza Rocks. I'm out of breath. Just drank all that water. And yeah, this video is legit. I have paid for everything, and it's not about going and spending €50 in Ibiza. It's just seeing how we can stretch €50. Realistically, you're going to go to the venue, you're going to have to spend money in there. I'm not going to spend money in here. Likelihood is someone will probably buy me a drink. They usually do, and we've bumped into quite a few subscribers. So let's go to Ibiza Rocks. So we made it to Love Juice. Just went on stage with Sammy. Obviously I know the guys. I bumped into Alex Mills. I see that Michael Conlon, the boxer, as well. I was chatting to him from Ireland. They're on a stag do. So yeah, it's been a wicked few last hour, should I say, and now we're gonna rush to watch the sunset. So yeah, it's been a good one. We have 1 minute to spare. The goal was to go and grab a beer, but for those that don't know who I am, I've been in the industry for 14 years in Ibiza. So when I got to Ibiza Rocks, the security, the pool guys, the staff, everybody's chatting to me, and it's all good, and you end up talking. Bumped into one of my heroes, Michael Conlon. He's on a stag do with his friends, Paddy Barnes. So I had to speak to Mick and then some other subscribers, and then all of a sudden Alex Mills drags me to the green room and we're having a chat, and now we're at the Sunset Strip, and look at the amount of boats here. Sunset is disappointing. There's no sunset. It's meant to go down in 2 minutes, but because of the clouds, however, that leaves me on still got €10 to spend. So let's go and have a walk around the Sunset Strip. It's it's doable. I did have a drink in there, but again, like I said, I was in the green room with Alex and she gave me a shot of tequila. And we'll go down the Sunset Strip. I've no doubt we'll probably see some faces. And then on to the festival. So I've got €10 left to spend. It's doable. It's a bit different for me. And we'll go from there.
Yo, welcome to Ibiza, Café Mambo in the house!
You're gonna be on my next vlog. It's just gone 11 o'clock. Just so you know that San Antonio is the busiest there will be all year. It's San Bartholomew Day. Fireworks are 12 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. I've just paid $9.50 for noodles, so that means I've got 50 cents left to spend. The fireworks are on at 12 o'clock. The festival's happening. Whether or not I go to the festival, because it's so busy. I tried to get some food in Burger King, but you can forget it. Burger King, it must be one of the most expensive Burger Kings in Europe. An average meal costs about €15. Maybe I'll point out and show the video. You can see San An is absolutely heaving. Look at this. Actually too busy. My girlfriend just texted me, so hopefully I'll go and watch the fireworks with her. But if not, we're gonna try and go to the festival. I'm not gonna finish the vlog just yet, but look at this. Every restaurant is packed. You can't get in, you can't move. Roll on the end of September, where I have the island to myself. Look at this. This place didn't even exist 2 weeks ago. Packed. So we've just went for a walk. It was $9.50. I've got 50 to spend, but what are the chances the guy who owns, I don't know, he's cooking, he watches my vlog, so he gave me a free can of Coke. Shout out to Natural Kebab and Mr. Walk, yeah, they follow me on YouTube. Some perks, guys. So we're gonna make our way to the festival now, and this is burning my chest. I'm gonna put the camera away. That's a wrap. I'm gonna finish the vlog up with a bit of fireworks. I told my girlfriend specifically not to come into San Antonio because there must be about a couple of 100,000 people here. It's relentless. So we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I've got 50 cents left. There's probably nothing I can buy for 50 cents.